Hello students, welcome back to St. Xavier's Primary School online classes. Myself Mrs. Gayatri Gupta. We will be doing Standard 7th English Medium, English FL according to the government book. Okay, so the first chapter is Exploring Symbols. Now you know what is the meaning of symbols as well as what is the meaning of exploring. Exploring means to find out something, and symbols is the sign or a picture of something. Now let us do with activity 1. Rabindranath Tagore was born in Calcutta in 1861. He is the poet who wrote India's national anthem, and he won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. Now you all have heard about Rabindranath Tagore, right? He was the person who has written the national anthem, that is Jana Gana Mana, which we usually sing in both our national festivals, that is on 15th August as well as on 26th January. He is the poet who had won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. Tagore started to write poetry when he was only 8 years old, and he published his first poem when he was only 16. So as a child of 8 years old child, he had the habit of writing poetry, and his first poem was published in books when he was only the age of 16. For this, Tagore did not use his real name. Tagore's real name was Rabindranath Tagore, but when he published the poetry, he never used his real name. He used a pen name. Pen name means a pet name. Usually, we also have a pet name at home. In school, we have another name enrolled, while at home our parents call us lovingly with some other name, right? So that is called as a pen name or a pet name. So he used a pen name Bhanu Simha. Bhanu Simha is a Bengali word which means sun lion in English. So here is an activity given that if you publish a story or poem, what pen name would you choose? You can make your name as silly or as serious as you wish. Now you have to share your pen name with your classmates. Fill in the chart with interesting pen names you hear in your class. Now let us do activity 2. Here is a poem which you have to read very carefully and then mark any word that you don't understand. Use a dictionary, the internet, or your classmates who may help you to understand each word and idea in the poem. Now the poem is Where the Mind is Without Fear. Now this particular poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of the truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Now, in this particular poem, where the mind is without fear, Rabindranath Tagore, he says, he is praying to God that God build a nation or take my country into that nation wherein every mind, whether it is a child or whether it is an adult or young or whoever it may be, the mind does not have any kind of fear and the head is always high. Nobody should be in a condition that they had to put their head down. Their head should be always high, where the knowledge is free to all. They don't have to pay any kind of money, any kind of expenditure to attain knowledge. It should be completely free. But the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Here, fragments means into pieces, and narrow domestic walls means walls that is been built within the premises or within the states or within the people. You know that this particular poem, it was written before freedom, during the freedom struggle, wherein people were fighting with the Britishers so that they could attain freedom. Okay, and during that time it was that people were discriminating each other because of the caste, because of the religion, because of their creed, color. You are rich, I am poor, and I am a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian. Okay, so this way there were fragmentations, you can say there were discriminations going on. So Rabindranath Tagore is praying that the world has not been broken up into fragments. It is not been separated by any kind of discriminations. Where words come out from the depth of the truth, the words which a person speak, it should be coming from the depth of the heart and it should be completely true. No one should be saying lie to anybody. Where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Tireless striving, the hard work that the laborers do without taking any rest. So it should always take us towards perfection. We should be perfect. We should attain our success. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habits. Clear stream of reason, it means a person who is good and who has not lost itself into the bad habits. To a you know that we have many friends who are very good to us and there are friends who are bad, who teach us bad habits, right? So here the poet Rabindranath Tagore, he is praying God that please make the people in a way that they are not lost, they do not lose their life or they do not lose their way listening to their bad friends, and their life should not become like a desert. You know that in a desert, if you are lost in a desert or if you have been sent in a desert, then it is very difficult to find water and food. The same thing happens with us also. If we come in a company with a bad friend, and if that bad friend teaches us to speak lie, then what happens? We form it a habit. Once we say lie to our parents, to hide that one lie we have to speak 10 lies. So we are completely getting in lost in that uh, lie habits, okay, in that bad habit. It is similarly just like you are lost in a desert where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. So here he is saying, he is telling God, here THEE means you, YOU, which refers to God. Here Rabindranath is referring thee to God. He is saying that please God, take our mind into that widening thought and action, wherein the mind is not been reserved with a limited thoughts, but we think widely, we think properly. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So, into that heaven, please take my country and let my people they awake accordingly, free of mind, without any fear. Always the head is high and the knowledge is free. The world is not being separated by each other, wherein the words which comes out, it comes out of truth. People are working hard, let them attain the success. Where we are not lost in the friendship of bad people. So all these Rabindranath Tagore is praying to God. Here Father, 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 that is been written, it is referring to God. Now children, here you have matched the words in column A with the meanings given in column B. Column A, fragments. Now the meaning of fragments is pieces broken off or detached from a complete portion. Striving, striving relates to labor hard, to work hard. Dreary, dreary is cheerless. Domestic, related to family affairs. Tireless, tireless without rest or sleep. desert, a waterless or isolated area or land. Now activity 3, look carefully at where the mind is without fear. The poet is talking to someone. What words help you to understand whom the poet is talking to? So when we read the poem, while I explained also I said that to whom the poet is talking. So the poet is talking to God, and the words that tells us is Father and Thee. The subjects of the first 3 lines of the poem are underlined below. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free. Third line is where the world has not been broken. Now you have to talk about the fourth line. What is the subject of the fourth line? So fourth line, it says that where words come out from the depth of the truth. The poem says where the clear streams of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Now what is lost in this line of the poem? What is lost? The reason. Reason should not be lost. Now let us see about activity 4. Adjectives. Now you are very clear with what is an adjective. Already you have learned in 5th and 6th standard, right? Adjectives, they are the words that describe a noun. Nouns, what is a noun? They are the word that names a person, place, thing and ideas. So here look carefully at the poem and underline all the adjectives you find. Okay, so you have to read the poem and find out all the adjectives. Whatever is the adjective that you have to find out and you have to write. Compare your number to numbers your classmates wrote. Which classmate wrote the largest number? Write that classmate's name and the number of adjectives here. So this activity 4, you have to do it by yourself in the textbook. Now moving towards activity 5. This unit is called exploring symbols. Okay, why it is known as exploring symbols? A symbol is a word, image or object that represents something else. Something else means just as sun lion. Now sun lion, it stood for Tagore, and your pen name represents you. Whatever pen name is been called, by whatever pen name you are been called, that represents you. Symbols are very common in poetry and stories. Tagore used them often. In the line, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habits. Now here Tagore tells us that reason is a stream. Tagore thinks of reason as if it is a stream. The stream is a symbol for reason. Okay, what is the another line where we see that Tagore uses a symbol in this way? Tagore wrote India's national anthem and is very much loved. There are many other symbols of India that are also liked by her people. Consider the national bird, tree, game, fruit, etc. Think about the national emblem or flag. Think about colors or animals that are beloved in India. So here is an activity.